everyone. So in today's video we will study about productivity hacks. As you know that productivity is something when you are so much engaged in any kind of work, that is productivity, something that is good. Okay. So that is productivity. I hope that you people must be productive in your life, and if you are not, then there are some hacks that you can try and you can be productive. Okay, so the first one that we are going to study, that is the 2080 principle. So I'll read it, then I will try to explain it like I do in my rest of the videos if you have seen it. Yeah. Okay, so let's start. Sir, I couldn't study this week. Sir, I wasted my last day doing nothing. So now I feel demotivated and discouraged to start again. It happens with all of us, If suppose if you have to do something and you kind of missed it, then your brain will criticize you. And that criticism will not allow you to do anything, and it kind of take you time to come out of it and start doing work. So it happens with all of us. You're not alone, you're not alone. Okay, I often hear these lines from students. This feeling of guilt after wasting your entire week or day or being unproductive for a while is completely normal. We all have these thoughts, but sometimes we don't realize that we are overthinking, and it causes more harm than actual inactivity. It's a fact that you can't be productive every day, and it happens to us all. Yeah. See, and we are humans, right? We are human beings, and we, as a human beings, can never ever be all the time productive. It is completely a myth. If you're thinking that all the time you would be productive and you will be able to manage everything, I will say you are in illusion. That is not true. And in your life you will face so much ups and downs where you won't be able to do anything, and it's very hard. Life is something that is very unpredictable. You never know that what is going to come next. Okay, so in this, what you can do, you can just give your best. Never you ever accept that sorry, never ever accept that sorry, never ever accept that yeah, this has happened, and this, if I will do this, then this is how it will come out. No, it's not true. Okay, some days when I finish a class, there is a feeling that I didn't give my best that day. Even I feel the same. Or I could have explained a question in a better way, or I shouldn't have been more energetic. But that doesn't mean I should stop teaching or put myself into guilt. I follow a technique I call that 80-20 principle. This technique is very simple to follow. Pick a task, choose a time, spam, and watch if you are perform with your maximum potential 80% of your duration or not. So it means that 80 20 20 80, it is 80 20 80 20. Let me check the name again. Okay, 2080. The 2080 principle is something that, suppose if you are choosing a task, and during that task, if you are giving your 80%, and if you are able to work till your 80% potential, then you can't tell it that it is waste, and you can't criticize yourself at that time. Okay, so suppose if you are doing something and you did 80% right, you think so, then completely appreciate yourself. Okay, you did well. Nowadays I feel that people are not appreciating themselves, and they kind of think that others will appreciate them and give recognition. Then I'll say, before others you start pleasing yourself, you start loving yourself, and other will love you or hate you. That doesn't matter. You should love yourself first. Okay, you should make yourself your first priority. Suppose you had a study schedule of 10 days and studied 7 to 8 days with total concentration, but the last 2 days were wasted due to some problems or your procrastination. Then, according to me, those 2 wasted days shouldn't bother you. I also rate my performance every month on this principle. Out of all the classes that I take in a month, if I if I satisfy myself in 80% of those classes, I still consider it a good score. And it is a good score. Suppose, and try to do it, make your daily plans, going to, suppose if you are going to make your daily plans for tomorrow, so today when you are going to your bed, before 10 minutes or before 5 minutes, decide that what you are going to do tomorrow. We tend to waste our time because we don't have anything to do, and we have to decide, and we don't have any fixed plan for our day, so we most of the time we end up by doing nothing. So try to make something, some plans that to today, and try to execute at least 80% of it, try to implement it, and at the end of the day, you know, give rating or appreciate yourself on the work that you have done. If you can satisfy yourself 80%, that is wonderful. Appreciate yourself, give something reward to yourself, give a chocolate, give, listen to your favorite song, or do anything that makes you happy, right? And suppose you didn't do the task well, what you need to do? Don't lose the hope, just appreciate your mindset, that like appreciate yourself. Say like, I'm sorry that I didn't do my task today well, but I am promising to myself that tomorrow is a new day and I'm going to make it. Likewise, be honest to yourself. I think that we all are mature, where no one should push us that go study, do this. We all can do this. We are mature, right? So yeah, you know that what is good for you, what is bad for you. So I think that you will make a good decision. Okay, let's read next para. But this should not be an excuse. On the contrary, you must do your best every time, because every time you complete a task successfully, you are motivated to do it again. Yes, that I said already at the starting, that if we do something and we feel very motivated, and then we try to do the next task, and if you didn't do something, then we feel so much demotivated and discouraged, and we just kind of involve ourselves in overthinking and procrastination, and it affects our whole day. Everyone does things wrong. What is dangerous is not making mistakes, but being so enamored of your point of view that you do not let facts get in the way. To make progress, you must acknowledge your errors, but at the same time move on. Yes. Suppose if you didn't do something, don't just criticize yourself. Acknowledge it, that I didn't do it today, I will do tomorrow. Tomorrow, Okay. Can you spell no? Actually, if I will tell about my experience, so before I wasn't able to say no. Even sometimes, even right now, I can't say no to anyone, and that I hate about myself. I feel like, why the hell you are like this? Girl. And then, but I have learned 70% to say no to people. I have learned that how to prioritize my own goals and my own choices and opinions. I feel that I need to stand for myself, because if I will not, then who will does? So stand for yourself. Say no. If you don't like to do something, say no. Say to your mom, I don't like to do household work, so I will not do it, and get a side slap on your face. I don't say something like this, okay? Can you spell no? The spelling of no is elementary, but how often do you find yourself you are so into people pleasing, and you are so afraid of disappointing others, that you forgot that you can have your own opinions and choices too. Yeah, nowadays people try to please others so that other can love them. I'll say, stop doing this. Stop doing this rubbish. Hey, let's go to a movie today. It is a weekend. Today is a weekend. Let's go to the movie. Why are you studying? I have heard this kind of thoughts. Like at the time of exams, whenever I used to study, the people used to say it's something in Hindi. I'll say Hindi. Okay. तुझे क्या टॉप करना है, आपकी तू ही टॉप करेगी. You are going to top this time. That kind of hurts me. It hurts me. Don't do it. Okay, so please call after dinner. I have to talk about XYZ. You know what I'll do in this situation? I'll say, okay, sure, I'm excited that what we are up to, or what you are up to. And in my head, I will say, you bitch, why the hell you are going to waste my time? Can you please come to pick me up at the station? Why should I, like why you come by yourself? Hey, I think you should not try for this exam. Your maths is weak. And who told you that your math is good, okay? And if my math is weak, and so it's my choice, right? You are not here to say me anything that what I can do or what I cannot. This is completely my life, and you don't have any right to make decision for my life. Okay, you go. I'm sorry, I'm using you go from here. You don't deserve me. What I'm saying today, what's the point of looking for another job? Because I want to do it, I don't feel happy here. That's why I want to do another job. The job is giving you enough. No, it doesn't. You kind of, encounter these kind of questions like this. Like I'm giving you, some answers of this question, and something happens like this with you, then you can try these answers, okay? Here are some of the scenarios where you agree with people because you want to fit in and you want them to like you. But be aware that saying yes is going to cost you a lot in the future. It is going to cost you. Suppose if you are studying and it is your exam period, someone says, "Hey, let's meet up today and we will do party and it would be rock and roll," and you just said okay, even though you didn't want to go, but you said okay. Then you went there in the party and you kind of left your studies and you didn't perform well in your exam. So you see that it's going to cost you in future. So why the hell are you doing this? Stop pleasing others, please yourself. Remember that prioritizing yourself for your betterment, your personal growth or wellness will not make you selfish. And if it is making you selfish, you don't care about others, just care about yourself. Yes, people calls me rude. People call me that I'm very much egoistic. I tell them, oh wow, you are saying this to yourself. You are defining that how you are. I kind of say this to them. And I don't give a shit what other people think about me. But I do think about myself, that matters a lot for me. Because this is my life. This is my life, and I should get affected by my own thinking pattern that I have for myself, not by others. Right? Okay. Yes, it's essential to make friends and to be social, but not at the cost of your own inconvenience. Saying no is tough, and you might feel that you are being harsh, but remember not to let your emotion make decisions for you. A thoughtful no delivered at the right time can save a lot of time and protect you from troubles. And I don't get the point of being friends with people who don't understand your perspective. Same thing, if they are not understanding you, why the hell you are giving up on your things to please them? Like, why? Okay, trust Mr. Perito. The Pareto principle states that 80% of the consequences comes from 20% of the causes. This theory can be interpreted in many ways. However, I recommend using it in a better way, innovate it to better your life and increase your productivity. For example, suppose you are not able to crack an examination. According to the rule, 80% of the failures stem from 20% of your bad habits. So, what you need to do is to identify those smaller habits that are hindering your process. Alternatively, if you successfully identify those 20% of your habit that brings 80% of your growth and success, you can shine. The central idea behind Pareto principle is that you can get more done by minimum actions if you observe carefully. Carefully observe that what are the things that you are lacking in and then try to work on it. But I feel when I was learning English, I realized that I make mistakes in simple present tense. Sometimes I say it means rather I need to say it means, right? So then I realized that okay, these are some areas where I'm making mistakes. So now when I'm trying to work on it. So you also do the same. Don't interrupt yourself. I hate interruption, by the way. It is entirely alright to shut everything down and go with your flow. Whatever you are doing, this is the fascinating theory called Carlson law, which states all interrupted work will be less effective and will take more time than if it was completed in a continuous manner. Today we live in a world of multitasking. However, focusing on one task at the same time is far better than and more productive than focusing on multiple stuff. If you interrupt your task constantly, every time you'll have to take time to refocus. So stay away from distraction as much as you can. Yes, I'll say try to do one work at a one time. There are people who do multiple things. Don't do it, because sometimes what happens, we forget what we were doing when we are dealing with multiple stuff. I'm the person, even I'm doing even a single thing, I will forget it. So I'm not a multitasker, and I could never ever be. I hate these cars. I hate these motorcycles. I hate all the noisy stuff. I hate it. If I would have something like some powerful, na, I will eliminate all the human made noises. Natural one is good. The sound of rain is wonderful. But the sound of motorcycle and the sound of cars, beep beep, I hate it. I feel like breaking the window and then, holding that person's corner, what is a t-shirt, and then try to threaten them. Why the hell you are pressing horn? And I know I have childish thoughts. Okay, decision versus action. Action. It's not action. Action replay. Okay, action. Yeah, there are, I what I can correlate that decision. There are few people who will decide that I need to do this, I need to do that, and this and that, and this and that, and they will never ever do. It's just like everything is in their head, or they are telling to others that I'm doing this, but they are not. Like nothing is in action. That is completely waste. I have seen many people spending more time on the decision than in action. For example, if someone decides they are going to study, they will begin with cleaning the room, dusting the table, arranging the books, and hence their total energy and motivation gets wasted. So true. Okay, so don't do this. Like, if you want to study, just study, hold your books and study. While you're cleaning the room, like, I didn't get the thing. For me, I'm very lazy, so I just get up, books, pen, that too only one blue pen, because I hate changing pens and that is so much work for me. One pen and then just start work. And I don't like, writing beautifully. I kind of like Ghasitama writing, I do that. Something that I can understand, other people will ask me, what is it? I kind of don't write the whole para. I make only headings, sometimes only a few symbols that I can correlate, and it is easy for me to understand, but not for others. And that's the speciality of me. Also, don't fool yourself by just deciding to do something and doing nothing that reflects that it has been done. Some people are too obsessed with just making plans. Don't be one of those persons. For example, if you decide to change your studying hours to the night instead of the morning, no actual decision has been made unless you physically get rid of the other schedule and start studying 4, 6, or 5 to 6 hours at night. Likewise, if you decided to start solving mocks, you haven't really decided unless you have spent some time solving and analyzing them. Means until unless you are not doing that thing, don't say that. Actions are much more greater things. Similarly, suppose you have decided to lead a healthy lifestyle. In that case, the decision will only become real when you start taking care of your body, working out, or eating something that is naturally healthy for. Okay, personally, you know what? What is the issue? I will say, what is the thing or deal with me is, until and unless I will not achieve something, I will not tell anyone. I will not tell anyone that on what I'm working, and I feel it very good. Personally, I'm not that much comfortable with sharing my professional stuff, you know, because I think, what if I will not, what if I wouldn't be able to achieve it, and what if people will make fun of me? Because it happens. So I don't share, and I feel that way good. For me, I try to give my life so much into me rather than showing a status and all. But I try to I try to keep myself into me, and that is something that I like about myself. Okay, so we are done in this. You can see that. Okay, but the recap I'll tell. If you are a person who try to wake up early first, and whatever takes you less than 5 minutes, do that right away. If you are waking up in the morning, don't just roll in your bed from here to there. No, whenever you just wake up from your bed. It will affect your whole day. Like today I did it, and today I'm doing so well from last 2 days. Yeah, so today I did it, that I made 3 or 4 PDF. After that, I wrote 2 articles, not articles, that was something that I was feeling. So I wrote that. Then I did some household work. Then I'm here. Also, I took 2 classes. I know today is Sunday, but still I have to, because that was on Sunday. Okay, I'm doing a course, and they take class, yeah, on Sunday as well. So I did that. Now I'm here and I'm feeling very positive. So try to do it. Also breathe. Breathing techniques do help a lot, and sorry, it does help a lot. And also one thing, that is, always try to write 5 lines, or try to say 5 lines positive about yourself. I'm best, I'm unstoppable, I'm flawless, I'm wonderful, I can do anything, and I hold the power of universe. Something like this you can say to yourself. It will affect your productivity. Okay, you know about 80-20 principles. And yeah, shut down all the distraction, and try to say no to people. These 3 things are really very important. And yeah, all the people who are going through a tough day or a rough day, a virtual hugs to you, and love you. And yeah, thank you for bearing up with me. Okay.